my time came. My time came, didn't it? Because I was patient and I shut my mouth. So, yeah. Oh, look at me, I'm posted up in Turks and Caicos. Look at me, I'm posted up in Mexico. Nobody cares. They just wish it was them. Club, I'm just about to post this video and I've just realised I'm watching it back and my mic isn't on the whole time because I'm a silly girl, okay? But I hope you can forgive me for that, and I promise I will try my hardest to make sure it doesn't happen again, okay? Sit down, get a cuppa, and enjoy the video, right? So you reek of desperation. Maybe you don't, or you know someone that does, in which case send them this video because they're going to need it. So I wanted to talk about this today because it's something that I'm seeing so frequently, and it's really, well, it's getting on my nerves, and I feel like I'm free to speak on it because I was also there. I would never speak on a position that I haven't been in before because I have no knowledge about it, no personal knowledge. I'm going to speak on it today. Just know I've been there, so this is not coming from a place of judgment. If you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. You already know how much it means to me. It means so much. I'm not even just saying that, it genuinely does mean so much to have people watching my videos so early on. If you are new here, my first 1,000 subscribers are all getting tested when I blow up. Well, as soon as I get that Mr. Beast money, baby girl, y'all can all have Lambo trucks if you need it, you know what I mean? Like, today I want to talk to you about why you reek of desperation, and maybe you don't reek of desperation, maybe someone you know does. Send them this video. Let's talk about some examples first. They all kind of bleed into each other, so I'm just gonna go for it. Being desperate to look like you have money to keep up with the people around you or keep up with people on the gram is a waste of your time and the biggest setback. And it might sound obvious, but so many people don't know this. If you are constantly paying out money to go on holidays that you can't afford, paying out money to buy designer, paying out money to buy things and keep up with the lifestyle that these people live, these people might have trust funds. These people had 2 parents growing up. They didn't come from a broken household. These people got inheritance. These people just grew up around that maybe their parents were more financially savvy than your parents, so they know how to handle their money better. Like, you're just not in the same position as these people, and you're trying to keep up with these influencers who get gifted this and gifted that and gifted this and gifted that. So they have all these things and you're trying to buy them with, you know, the average person's wage, and you're setting yourself back. So instead of investing that money into the flipping S&P 500, or, which by the way, you should so invest in, you're wasting your money and putting it into stuff that people don't even care about. Think about it, right? You see someone driving down the street in a nice car. What do you think? Wow, that person in the car is so cool. I wonder what the person in the car is thinking right now. I wonder what the person's name is in the car. Maybe if you're a girl and you see the guy and he's driving the car, then maybe that's what you're thinking. But most of the time you're not. Most of the time you're thinking, damn, how do I get that car? Damn, I wish that was me. You're not even thinking about the person in it. You don't care. You don't care. So at the end of the day, it works the same. You're buying all this stuff, you're putting on your Instagram. You're like, oh, look at me, I'm posted up in Turks and Caicos. Look at me, I'm posted up in Mexico. Nobody cares. They just wish it was them. Nobody cares. So just shut your mouth and get to work, okay? Stop being desperate to look like you can keep up with everyone. I tried to keep up with the girls from my school for so long. Like, when I was in school and everyone was buying like certain clothes and certain stuff that was in fashion then, and I knew I couldn't afford it because I come from a single parent household. My dad wasn't around. My mum has 3 kids. She's just trying to keep her head afloat, and I knew I couldn't afford it. I was so sad that I couldn't keep up, but my time came. My time came, didn't it? Because I was patient and I shut my mouth. So yeah, that's what you gotta do. Anyway, the next reason why your desperation is your downfall is because I feel like this is the most universal one. This is the one that most people can relate to, which is so unfortunate. But you're so desperate to not be alone, you're letting the wrong people into your life. You're so desperate to not be alone, you're letting the wrong people into your life. Just deep it, okay? Because probably about 95% of you will be able to relate to that. There's so many people out there that are accepting crumbs because they're scared to wait for the full meal, because they're gonna have to wait for that full meal alone. And I think that's the issue. I've been there before. Like I said, I've been in most of these places, so I can speak from it. There is absolutely no point being around the wrong people just so that you don't have to be alone. Get to know yourself and make sure it's not uncomfortable when you're sitting alone with your own thoughts, and then you'll be absolutely in a 100% better place. That's the issue. You don't like yourself enough to sit with yourself, so you'd rather let toxic, negative, abusive people in. do I even need to explain how that's your downfall, how that's going to hold you back? Do I even need to explain why that's a bad thing? I'm seeing a lot of people let love and let toxic relationships absolutely destroy them. They're aging faster, they're dehydrated, their skin is dry, the people around them are suffering. Okay. And it's all because you're desperate to not be alone. Like, you're so mean to yourself to just be ignoring yourself all the time. Why are you doing that to you? Give yourself the time of day that you give your toxic, nasty, crusty, dusty, musty ex. Why are you giving him more time, energy, tears than you give yourself? It's rude. Okay, this next one I feel like is a little bit mean girl energy, and I'm so sorry, but if you're not like on my vibe with this, then I don't know if we can get along, okay? This is the Aura Club, so I'm really trying not to be in that toxic space, but I have to speak on it because to up your aura points, you gotta stop doing this, girl. But you are desperate to look like you have a perfect body and keep up with every single Insta baddie on Instagram who can afford Dr. Miami and who have degrees in Facetune. You are desperate to keep up with them, so you're editing yourself instead of going to the gym. And let me break this down for you. Don't you think if you knew you couldn't edit your body, there was nothing you could do about it, don't you think you'd be in the gym more? I'm so sorry to say it, I know it sounds rude, but am I not a little bit right? If you knew that there was no just pulling in your waist a little bit, or getting rid of that little lump on your stomach, or putting in a thigh gap, don't you think you would be in the gym more? Because you knew, like, the pictures that I'm gonna take of myself now are gonna have to end up on the gram. These are the pictures that I'm gonna have to post. Just throw yourself up naturally, watch yourself get the same likes, like, it really doesn't matter. And I did it, and I haven't really edited since. I say really because when I was pregnant, those pics weren't that cute. So I was, you know, deleting a zit here and there. But other than that, like, I don't edit my body anymore just because, one, I don't want people to be disappointed in real life when they do meet me. Like, I don't ever want to, even if it isn't like a romantic, obviously, a romantic thing, like, I don't want someone to look at me and be like, damn, that's a bit of a letdown. Like, she ain't as bad as she is on Insta. Never want that to be a thing. And two, because it ruined my mental health. And subconsciously, like, you look at the picture and you think, oh, that's so slay, but you know it ain't you, like, you know it's not you. And I think that's just so damaging to a person, especially to young women. Like, that's not okay. Just let that sit with you, okay? If you knew you couldn't edit your pictures, I think you'd be in the gym more. So that holds you back, because you're just like, oh, I don't need to be in the gym more, because you're desperate to look like you have a 24-inch waist today. You just pull it in with Facetune and you're like, I can skip the gym because that's how I look on IG. But if you knew how you looked on IG was actually how you looked in real life, and there was nothing you could do about it, you'd be in the gym more. Anyways, just while we're on the topic, I'm going to tell you about my situation and how I was desperate. I was desperate to live the lavish life that I was living. So we had a nanny, a cleaner, private healthcare, health club membership, shopping addiction, private dental care, weekly maintenance with nails, lashes, toes, spray tans, hair, waxes, everything. As you can see, I don't do that anymore, okay? I've had to budget. I was desperate to keep up with all of that and have this lifestyle, traveling, Dubai, Spain, Portugal, whatever. I was so desperate for all of that, and I was desperate to get away from the lifestyle that I lived as a child in poverty, that I started my OnlyFans, and that held me back. I get emotional because I was doing OnlyFans for 4 years and I thought that it was allowing me to live this the most lavish lifestyle. And I moved to Thailand when I was 19 in a big villa, private chef, private cleaner, pool, everything. And I was desperate to look like I'd made it to all of the people back home. And in actual fact, like, those people back home, they probably did think that I'd made it, and they probably did look at my life and think, God, she's living good. And I was at the time, but they were here building a career, they were going to uni, they were figuring out what they wanted to do with their life, and actually, you know, having to figure out who they were, when I was just kind of putting a pause on all of that and numbing it all with my OnlyFans quick income. And it's been 4.5 years of of numbing it. And now I'm 23, I'm having to start all again and try and figure out what I actually want to do as a career, because I haven't had to think about money, I haven't had to think about budgeting for the past 4.5 years. So I'm having to learn how to do it and raise children. That's where my desperation was my downfall. But I hope that you maybe opened your eyes today, learned a few things from my video, because I never want anyone to come away from these videos not having learned anything. But please give me some ideas for videos, because I can only speak on my experiences, and you know, I'm running out of experiences. I'm kind of young, okay? So comment some stuff that you'd like me to do a video on. I'm pretty clued up when it comes to relationships. So if it's any sort of dating stuff or relationship stuff, I'm pretty clued up. I've learned the hard way. I had to go through some stuff to get me here, but I'm pretty clued up now, which use me to your advantage. The trousers are Gilly Hicks and the jacket is Define Lululemon. Thank you so much for coming back to the Aura Club. I'm just so excited to be doing YouTube now full time, and I'm so excited to see where it goes. I love you all, but please stop being so desperate.